Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2023 and another part of this series with Union-Saint-Gilles. When we'd left off last time, we'd crashed out of the Europa Conference League at the round of 16 to heavyweights Villarreal. If we have a quick look at where that Conference League is now, quarterfinals, Villarreal actually went out to Fiorentina. It was a huge tie there. And in the semis, Fiorentina probably the favourites to win that competition now. And then we followed that up with a 1-0 defeat at home to Mechelen, which was extremely disappointing because that was our fourth defeat in a row and our third defeat in the league in 4 games, and all 3 of those defeats coming against teams we should be beating. Fortunately, our form did go on the uptick. We beat STVV 6-1, Boniface getting a couple of goals in that game. We then had a draw away from home against Ghent, with Boniface scoring a goal there to help us out. We beat Serang 3-0, Boniface with 2 there as he gets back to scoring form. And then we beat Kortrijk 4-2 away from home to continue that rich vein of form. Now, if we have a look at how that league table finished up, you can see Club Brugge finished top, as Union-Saint-Gilles did last season, but that does not mean that they have won the league, because it now goes to the championship group where everybody's points are halved. So Club Brugge have 38 points at the top of that league, and we are only 3 points behind them with a better goal difference. We now play all 3 of the other teams twice, home and away, to see if we can stop Club Brugge winning a 4th league title. But it is so tight in there, only 4 points separating these 4 teams. So this is a huge battle. 2 clubs from Ghent, 1 from Bruges and 1 from Brussels in the mix for the title. We start off our campaign against Genk. If we look at the league schedule, Genk, then Bruges away. Then I'll probably play the Ghent and Genk games both away from home off camera before we finish the season with 2 home games against Bruges and then Ghent. So today we're playing Genk at home. We need to get a win. We're going to start this game with Van Zer up top. I'm just having a look now to confirm. I need to turn off the B teams being in this. There we go. So Boniface is just struggling with fitness. I think I'm going to put him on the bench anyway, ahead of Berardi, to be honest. So Van Zer is going to have to lead the line today while we struggle with full fitness for Boniface. Adringa on the left, Müller on the right, Tayuma, Yates and Rodriguez in central midfield, then Olsen, Klavan, Van der Heyden and Nanu in defence, Iverson in goal. It's a real shame to be missing. I don't know what's going on here. They want more players. But I still want Boniface in there. Who's going to come out for Boniface? Maybe Condus? Let's have a look. This Genk team not got too many names in there that I recognise other than Trezor. Onuachu's been very good this season. They got Samata on the bench as well. So we should be beating them, especially at home. And hopefully that's exactly what happens here. It's a huge game for us. If we win this, we'll have to wait and see what happens to Bruges. You can see there's a European playoff group as well to see who finishes in the European places, but we really want to be winning this league title this season. This is what happened last season. We went into a championship group after finishing top, and Müller in, Adringa at the far stick, and there might be a flag up there. I'd be surprised if he was offside. He had a huge running advantage there. It'd be strange for him to be past the line, so he should be given. And the goal's been disallowed for offside from Adringa. But yeah, this is what happened last season. Saint-Gilles won the league, and then Club Brugge won the championship group to take the title. We want to get some revenge on them this season and make sure we do actually take the championship this year. It does make for a quite exciting end to the season, but it can be frustrating when your team wins the league and doesn't win the championship group. Now here's Tayuma to Adringa. Van Zer trying to find Adringa again, but Munoz came across. Van der Voort sends it forward. It's headed on, but Klavan should deal with that and doesn't. Now it's Pansil coming in from the left flank. He's got 3 in the middle to aim for. Tackle from Nanu. No foul given. He now charges forward, the man on loan from Porto. Plays it over the top. Van Zer is in behind. He's through on goal. He's dinked the keeper. And he's put it wide of the far post. Real shame. And he wasn't able to finish that chance, Van Zer. And at the moment, Genk are getting more shots off than us. They've got more possession than us. And our team needs to pick it up a little bit as Van der Heyden sends it out wide to Olsen. He's got players ready to make a run. Cuts inside, switches it to Müller. Nanu picks it up. He's got 4-5 in the box to aim for. And he finds Ryan Yates, the man on loan, who makes it 1-0 against Genk. And we have the advantage here in this championship group. Olsen did well. His ball out wide was perfect for Nanu to pick up. And then we just have an enormous overload of 5 players in the box, 2 on the edge of the area. And of course, that was going to end in a goal when you get into such an advantageous position. And we do now have the lead. Our first shot on target, apparently. Ortega now puts the ball in. Rodriguez wins it, but they've recovered the ball well. They play it over the top. Van der Heyden does clear that away and Müller keeps possession. Now Van der Heyden's trying to play out from the back. They've got a really high press on, which we've now sprung. Olsen to Adringa, charging down that left flank, trying to keep the body advantage. Olsen back to Adringa. Van Zer's in the middle, puts it across, and Müller with a stunning volley right into the top corner of the net for 2-0. A beautiful goal from Müller there as we took a huge advantage. Adringa to Olsen, and there was Adringa once more to play the ball across and Müller on the volley. That was a stunning way to double our advantage against Genk and set us up in a fantastic position. We do go top of the championship group. Bruges still to play, but Tayuma now with a free kick as well. What can he do? He finds the top corner, a beauty of a free kick, bouncing off the underside of the bar. That is the perfect way to score a free kick, in my opinion. And he has made it 3-0. Look at the aesthetic beauty on that one, right off the underside of the bar. And we are cruising at home against Genk and should build our goal difference from here. 3 shots on target. 3 goals. Let's keep this going. If we win all 6 games, we win the title by 3 points at minimum. And that has to be the target now. Put together 6 straight victories. We're strong enough to do it. We've got the squad to do it. Club Brugge are going to be the difficult game, home and away. But Tayuma puts the ball in here. It's cleared out back to Tayuma, who sends it wide to Van der Heyden. He puts it in, cleared away. Only back to Hayden once more. Now Tayuma edge of the area. Trying to go down the right flank. He's still got it as he goes back to Jose Rodriguez. He's played Müller in behind and Van Zer at point blank range, failing to find the back of the net as it remains 3-0. Now Nanu with the ball to Van der Heyden. Plays it back to Nanu. Rodriguez through the middle to Tayuma, who's given it up. Now Trezor on the attack down the right. Well defended from Klavan. Van Zer can't quite find Tayuma there, but Onuachu has the ball on the attack. And they've slipped it through to Schuss there really well. But what a save by Iversen there. He's not had much to do today, but he certainly was alive to that risk and absolutely mitigated it to the best of his efforts. Making a few changes here, keep the legs fresh. We've got a lot of games still to play in this championship group. Nanu with the ball, attacking down the right flank, finds Müller. Now Yates. He's been tackled. Castro on the attack. Finds Onuachu. We're under a bit of pressure here as Trezor gets in. And again, Iversen stands tall. He wants his league title while on loan here. Made a couple of substitutions. Trezor will take the corner. And strange time to end a highlight, that one, in the middle of a corner kick. Olsen with the throw-in. Taking his time over it. Finds Van Zer. He puts it across and Müller is there to make it 4-0. Absolutely sinking Genk here, ruining their goal difference as well in the process while boosting ours, which could be massively important given we're exactly 3 points behind Club Brugge. If we win one game against them and draw the other and both teams win all the other games, that goal difference will be essential. It's a reason why we've dropped Brugge down to second right now. And Savorski puts this ball in, and Iversen, desperate to keep that clean sheet, he's doing everything he can to keep Genk out at the moment and launches that one forward to Raducanu. He plays it back to Olsen. Ball over the top for Radicanu, one of the youngsters. He's cut into the area. He's got players in the middle. He's held up and he finds Van Zer. How has Van Zer not scored there? That is why Adringa plays up top. That was absolutely dreadful from Van Zer, who hasn't scored today. He has got an assist at least. But 3 minutes of time left. I'm not going to bring Boniface on given he's carrying an injury. But a really, really sensational way to kick off the Champions group there. We'll see how the Bruges game goes as well. See if they manage to win their game in advance. Got a player of the month there as well. Are we going to see what happens in the Bruges game? Oh, if we have a look at the competitions, that might tell us. Nope, still waiting for Bruges to play. And Bruges have been beaten by Ghent. So there are now 3 teams tied at the top of the table on 38 points. A huge victory for us there as we managed to beat Ghent. Look at that. We've just jumped above them, even though obviously Bruges should still be at the top of the table looking at these results. We are now at the top of the Championship group and we have Bruges to play next. For this game against Bruges, we do have the lethal Victor Boniface back up top. Müller and Van Zer are therefore the 2 wingers, with Tayuma, Yates and Rodriguez in central midfield. Olsen, Klavan, Troost-Ekong and Nanu in defence, with Iversen in goal. You'll note that's the full brand new back 5 in defence from where we started that season. That's the difference between when we played Bruges earlier in the season and now, and hopefully we can make it pay. They've not made many changes to their team from when we were playing them earlier this season, so we've definitely gone up a step, and the odds are surely in our favour after they slipped up. Olsen with an early free kick, it's been blocked. Rodriguez needs to just make sure he doesn't lose it, and he uses the holding defenders to do so. Olsen then plays it in, it's cleared away. Christensen further out, but Nanu following up finds Yates. Ball across to Van Zer, it's blocked and they clear it, but only as far as Klavan in a really advanced position. He'll have a nosebleed up there. Plays it back to Olsen, but the ball's been given up, but we've got players to recover it. Now Ekong to Klavan. Rodriguez back to Klavan again. Ekong, he needs a forward pass and he looks for Yates, who brings it down, plays it in. Van Zer is in on goal, and he's been denied by Simon Mignolet there. Van Zer really needs to work on his finishing if he's going to be a key part of the team next season. Tamer puts the ball in, it's cleared away. Clinton Mata has it, he's got 3 defenders to run at. And Rodriguez happy to take a tactical foul 3 minutes into the game when he had 2 covering defenders, and he didn't get a yellow card for it. Balanta's got a yellow card, but not... Oh no, he did get a yellow card for it. It just took a long time to come up. Christensen with the throw-in. Back to Silla, ball over the top. Ekong deals with it. Now Yaramchuk, who really annoyed me last time we played Bruges. Van Zer has stolen the ball off Christensen. He's trying to release Müller, but Nielsen, who's a former USG player, left the club after we were beaten to the title by Bruges. And now Jutka out wide to Christensen on the left flank. Plays it into the middle. Comes down for Yaramchuk. Oh, good save by Iversen there, punching it over the bar. He is determined to win this title this season, putting in a really good shift in goal. As Gullikson takes the corner, cleared away, and Yates should be able to deal with this. He's charging forward as well, Yates. Balanta can't track him down. It's sent back. And at the moment, I think you have to say we're the better team, and they've got 3 yellow cards already. They're struggling to deal with us with this tactical setup. A draw today is not the end of the world, because obviously we'll play Bruges at home as well, but we don't know how the other game will finish, and it might be that Bruges aren't our rivals if Ghent can do well. And we've given the ball away there, sloppy ball across the ground. Jutka's gone in, but that has gone wide, and it's a goal kick for Iversen to take. But Bruges just reminded us they can score goals. Now Yates here finds Nanu on the attack down the right. He's got 4 in the box to aim at. Easy for Mignolet to come and collect though. It wasn't the best ball. Very high and loopy, which Mignolet is grateful for. He now launches it down the right flank. Klavan deals with it, but header to no one as Mekele keeps it in. Back to Mignolet once more. He'll try and put it forward again, this time on the ground to Silla. Ekong should have won that, but instead Gullikson on the attack finds Clinton Mata. They're in a great position. Klavan has not dealt with it. Oh, brilliant defending between Ekong and Iverson there to keep that ball out after Klavan's mistake. And we are keeping this at 0-0 when they probably should have the lead by now. And going in at half-time, it is still 0-0. Now, I'm going to tell the team they're doing well, and they've reacted very strongly to that. Hopefully they come out and reward me for that in the second half. Bruges already making changes to try and force something in this game. Their players do look tired, as look nice and fit. Iverson plays the ball out wide to Nanu. He's attacking. Plays it forward to Van Zer. Ball tries to go in behind to Boniface, but Boniface has been pretty absent in this game so far. Nanu forward to Yates. Now Ekong. Back to Nanu. He's got players ahead of him. He's still going here, Nanu. Sends it back to Ekong. Rodriguez turns the corner well, and Tayuma finds Yates in a good position. He's through on goal, and he has finished it to give us the lead against Club Brugge. We are 1-0 up away from home against the team that stole the titles from us last season. Are we about to steal the title from them this season? Yates did so well. Van Zer may well have been offside had he taken it, but Yates didn't have to worry about that as he beat Mekele and Mignolet with the shot to make it 1-0. And I think, given our recent history, it's time to go cautious in this game. But they've got a free kick very early on here with Gulkson. It's a question of whether I did that in time again. And he's found the top corner every damn time that I try and change our tactical formation. We concede a goal, and Gulkson there scores a very good free kick, and that's all it takes to bring the game back. It's perfect. It's the perfect free kick. There's nothing you can do to stop that. You can't blame the wall, you can't blame Iverson. That's just a moment of brilliance to bring it all square back at 1-1. Now, probably time for a couple of changes here. Maybe bring a Dringer on. Van Zer's been poor out on the right, but we don't have a natural player to go in there. Maybe a little change in defensive midfield, and let's see how we get on with that. We don't have long left to go. I do want to win this game if we can. 10 minutes to go. Ekong to Lazar. Just tries to send it right, and he's found Yates. Van Zer's in a lot of room there. Oh, terrible ball from Yates. He had such a good option with Van Zer on the right, and he's given it away. Now Mignolet forward. Nanu should deal with it, and he finds Puertas. Lazar to Boniface. And again, a poor pass. Boniface has been poor in this game. Ball out to Foulon. Down the corner for Ritz. Ekong gets it back. Now Puertas to Yates. Ball over the top. Van Zer is in behind. He's got Boniface with him. Boniface in there. He's hit the outside of the post. He has been poor today, and that was also very poor. The kind of chance that he's been finishing dozens of times this season. Also now over the top. Boniface still fighting for it, but Adoy has won the ball. Sends it back to Mignolet under a bit of pressure. Forced to push it out to Foulon on the left flank. Yates is there and has stolen the ball. Van Zer making the run. Yates plays it into him. Boniface in the middle. Van Zer stands it up and he's pushed over by Silla there, but no foul given. We've got the ball back with Ekong. Now Klavan. Let's not give it away there. Lazar out wide. Van Zer has got in and Mignolet makes a good stop. This game could go either way right now. Olsen with the corner. 6 players in the box. A Dringer on the edge as well. In it goes, cleared back out, and now Ritz will try to counter. He doesn't have much by way of support. He's got 2 defenders in front of him, so he should win that back. And Puertas there with a tactical foul. 5 minutes left to go, and it's a corner for Bruges. Nielsen, our former player, is going to take it. Loads in the box for them. And it's gone in. There's a foul, is there, in there? The defender's appealing for an offside. I can't imagine it's offside at a corner, but VAR are going to have a look. And the goal is obviously given. I don't know why they thought that would be offside. Clear header. I don't know if that was Blanter or Silla. It's not clear. That was Silla with the goal. And we have 5 minutes of added time to try and get an equaliser now. We've absolutely blown this as an opportunity. You can tell the disappointment in my voice, I'm sure. But time just running out here. gone very attacking to see if we can save something, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. We've got a free kick in what looks like a great position. Olsen's the one to take it, and he's hit the woodwork, and that is the game of margins at its finest there. 2 set pieces for Bruges. They score them both, and they have beaten us at home. And I am really disappointed we didn't win that game after taking the lead in the 61st minute. But 2 goals for Bruges mean they now have a 3-point advantage. It's not the end of the world. If we beat Bruges at home, we will close that gap and be ahead on goal difference. We then need to win all of our remaining games against Ghent and Genk in order to make sure that we can win the championship. But really frustrating we weren't able to do it today. So next up, we'll play the 2 games against Ghent and Genk offline, and then it's Bruges at home at the start of the next episode before we take on Ghent at home to hopefully win the title. But if you did enjoy that episode, do drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. But until next time, see ya.